Hi guys, so today I have two international students.
Lamberto, I'm from Italy.
I'm Rebecca from Germany.
So what do you guys hope to gain from your study abroad experience?
You want to start?
Alright, so basically I wanted to meet new people in a new country, in a new culture, and the most important thing for me was exploring like the American academic like system, or in general like the academic system here in the United States, including like a life on campus and living on campus, which we don't really have in Europe because we live all throughout the whole city.
Yeah, the campus experience is a big part of my choice, and also I really like to travel, so that's another reason. And I feel like learning and living in new cultures is actually like probably more important for your academic and like working life than actually like studying actual like subjects. I mean, it's very important to study, but study kids.
So since it's practically over, how was it and did you guys like it?
I liked it a lot. I love campus here, Butler, very green, awesome people. I like the academic experience. It's different from Italy. It's like kind of easier, even if I shouldn't say that. But yeah, I liked it. It's more. I felt like it's more practical, while in Italy and in Europe generally it's more like theoretical. But yeah, and also I met like a lot of wonderful people and friends, American and international. So yeah, it was a really nice experience.
Yeah, for me it was like, I'm kind of sad that it's already over.
Yeah.
Because I remember the first week we came. So basically it was pretty good for me. The classes went really well. I made really good experience here. I really like my teachers. I like really the choice of classes I could take here instead of my home institution.
So why did you guys decide to study abroad in America and why Butler?
I'll go first, I guess. As I said, I really like to travel, and next semester I'm gonna be in Portugal. So
I didn't know that.
It's double study abroad.
I also have like a European experience, and I would like my idea was like to study in the US too. And why Butler? I got like a scholarship, and I had to put around like 70 different colleges in the United States, like that I could like choose from, and I had to put a list of 10 in order, and Butler was my second one, so I was like actually pretty happy about it. And academically it was the best like choice I could make for business, and I'm studying business, so yeah, I'm happy for that.
What was your first choice though?
Chapman University, downtown LA, so that's the main reason.
Right.
But yeah.
Why did I choose Butler? Butler is an exchange university to my home institution, and I looked up to which country I want to go, and I really I had other countries in Europe as well, like in France for example, but I always knew I wanted to go something like in a completely different like continent or a country. So there was like either like Asia or United States, like North America. And then it was Butler because I really liked the program. I liked the classes. I'm majoring business econ, minoring like politics, so it fit me really well.
So are exams and schoolwork the same or different here?
As she already said, it's pretty different. It's more like our high school for how it is like set up. So like all the homework and quizzes. We usually only have like one final exam at the end of the semester with the entire like things we study during the year. But I mean, I wouldn't say that I prefer one or the other system. They're just different, and each one has like different like positive points and different negative points. Yeah.
Well, I think you explained it really well, Lamberto, so I don't have to add anything. Just for my pros and cons, pros here are, if you like study, if you hit the requirements, you will receive an A or B or at least a good grade. Like in our country, it's more unpredictable because sometimes you study a lot and it's just not worth it because the exam or the midterm or whatever, it doesn't really reflect the work you put into like the whole semester.
Didn't you say that there were no like scantrons?
No, I was like, what?
She's confused.
Okay, I got my exam in organizational behavior, and there was the Scantron, and I just wanted to make sure that I use it right, because just, you know, to sign in, and I was like, I start at 1 and go to like the 35th whatever question, and well, I wasn't confused because I mean it's obvious and it's easy, but if you use it the first time, you ask twice before you start.
Yeah, because you don't have those in Germany.
Yeah.
Just to show how dumb Italians are, what's a scantron? What's
like,
the thing you said?
It's so like when you bubble in A, B, C, or D.
There is A to
like
E.
That piece of paper is called scantron.
Oh,
For
alright,
multiple
never mind.
Well, and I actually used it, and I was confused because she gave it the other way around. And it was like not, because you really have to be careful that it's like 1, you start with 1, because if you flip the paper,
then it's all wrong.
It's all wrong, but it's actually, you know, you don't see the differences in the 1. It was so small on the left side. All right, okay, I'm not alone. Because I was asking the teacher, and she was like, "What? You don't know what scantron is?"
These Europeans,
Yeah, I don't know anything.
they even have fire and hot water.
What are some differences between U.S. and which country?
Like in general, I would say that the biggest thing I noticed, as she said, is like everything is like bigger here. But it's
bigger.
It's because I don't know, like
Starts with the
just
portions.
from the basic like bigger colleges. I mean, Butler is smaller, but usually colleges are way bigger, larger roads or bigger cars, bigger animals. Yeah, it's like everything is bigger here.
Like what is different here, for example, the usual stuff, you know, the tipping or like the refills, water is free, and also like the cups or the sizes, we're not used to this, so
They're bigger.
Yeah, everything, yeah, you're really right, everything is bigger. Also the cars are bigger, like even if you drive like an Italian or German car, it is like a different regional division, so the cars are actually made for here, for the US market.
What do you guys like about the US so far?
Everything.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I really like,
Silence.
there's no specific point, like I would say I like or I dislike, but yeah, it was pretty.
It's a positive experience.
Because the next question was, what do you not like about the US?
I don't like about the US. It's difficult. I don't like VAC always on.
Oh yeah.
And,
oh my gosh.
and
Oh my.
how you Americans always put ice in your sodas. They're already cold.
Yeah.
Why would you put ice? But it doesn't make them colder, and it only like ruins them because they get like all watery and they're not. Oh my god, that's the only thing. Well, probably not the only things, but the only ones that come into mind. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
like,
call,
the
there's
same.
like a pun we call the United States of air conditioning.
Yeah.
So like literally like everyone was sick, like when we international camp the first 2 weeks everyone was sick due to the air condition, but now we're actually fine. And this is something we don't get, even if it's like just like 60s or 65 or there's actually for us no need to turn the AC on, it's still on. And it keeps until, you know, sometimes reaching the 50s,
Like,
40, 45.
Right now the temperature outside is like on the, I would say it's like 32, 30s. And my roommate yesterday, he turned the AC on 64.
Yeah, in classrooms too. Some teachers, they really sweat and they say, and I go like to the heater and then I saw it was like cool and I was like, ooh.
I taped like a butter poster in front of my...
In front of the bed. Well, yeah, and then I was gonna ask, do you like the food? But no one likes the food.
I like the food. I mean,
that's good.
It's different. Even like another question that like everyone I met asked me is, how is American pizza? I like it. It's just not pizza. It's like having chicken or having beef. I like both, but they're a different thing. So yeah, I like American food, but it's just different.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I struggle with is there's food everywhere. Sometimes there are nuts, but there are also like really unhealthy snacks. For example, the nut fry actually. In Europe it's just fruits and nuts. And here it's fruits, nuts, chocolate.
Do you like the culture and how it is here?
Yeah, I would say this relate to the previous question, the one I said that everyone is like more focused on their goals, and they don't stop until they reach their goals.
Is it not like that in Italy?
It is, but I feel like here, like of course even here there are people that are the opposite of this, but I would say here like there is a like bigger percentage of like the population that actually can reach the goals. Maybe it's also helped by like the taxes, lower taxes or anything. But yeah, that's what I feel.
I kind of have a different opinion, probably because cultural differences. There are for sure cultural differences, but I cannot really say this is like the American culture because there's so many people here. It's so different socially, whatever. So I just can judge like from the perspective which I saw here at Butler or the students at Butler. With that, kind of achieving the goals and having the goals in mind is something which I think is quite similar in Germany. I have lots of students in my class, whatever, which are really like goal-driven, ambitious, hardworking. You're gonna reach it. Goal.
What's one part of American culture that you're excited about?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, American things like Thanksgiving, the holidays,
right, yeah, makes sense.
Halloween.
Yeah, since you talked about it, I think like the holidays are one of the biggest like parts of American culture in Italy. Yeah, we also have like big holidays, but it's mainly like Christmas and Easter. Here, I love like Thanksgiving, where like the entire family like comes together and they eat together. I really like that.
Yeah, I think we might have more national holidays in Europe. Sometimes
maybe, but I feel like they're smaller.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I think it's like a good point. Like Thanksgiving, all the family, everyone comes together, and it's like a huge thing. And our national holidays, we have like we don't work. It's like off work, but as you said, like you spend the day with your just with your family or friends, but it's not a big thing. So.
What do you guys do for fun in your country?
I feel like it's very similar to what people do here. But I would say the only thing that I've missed here, but I felt like it's different. We go more often like downtown to just like hang out with friends. Usually here people are just hang out like on campus or in their rooms. But yeah, I feel like students and like young people in general do the same things all over the world.
Fun. Fun is not allowed in my country. No, just kidding. What we do for fun, like leisure time, I do like what I do here. Actually, like sport, go for running or going to the gym. What we do as well on the weekend, going out, meeting people. Sometimes I have the feeling that we are more face-to-face in Europe.
Do you guys like living in the dorms, and how is it different from living in your country?
I actually love living in the dorms. I would say it's kind of similar from how I live back home, because being away from home, I live in an apartment shared with like 2 other students. So it's like it's more like living in a senior house than living in a dorm, but I would say it's pretty similar. And I was like my roommates were all like good guys. We're all friends, so yeah, I loved it.
I like the residence. I really liked it. I liked my dorm, I liked my flatmates, and yeah, I think it was a really good experience for me. And I'm really gonna miss like having so much people like around, and also like I was really close to the gym actually, so I really had like took advantage of it and could go there before classes or after classes. And this is something I miss because the facilities here are really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the fact that like in the same building you have your room, you have like a kitchen, you have a gym, you have a common room, you have study rooms, everything like you don't even need to go outside, and everything's there. I love that. Yeah.
So what has surprised you guys?
The international students. No, I mean, as I said, I was really happy with my experience. So.
Good.
I can say I've been surprised in every possible positive way. Yeah.
Well, I think everything went pretty well. As I said, some surprising things was probably I think I wasn't really late and I didn't sleep in. So sometimes it would have happened, and I'm kind of positive because it worked out really well the whole semester, and I didn't have any incidents with other like people, internationals or local students, so for me it was pretty good. So, yeah.
What's a challenge that you guys faced here?
I would say not meeting, but getting to know American students. Because with internationals, you're in the same group from the beginning of the year, so you have to get to know each other, because you can help each other because you're the only guys, like vet certain people, and so with the American students it's harder because they already have their like group of friends, and the only moment where you can like actually talk with them is during class. But during class, you get to class, the professor talks for 50 minutes, the class is over, everyone leaves, so it's not that easy, but yeah.
I would say it is kind of the same thing, because we hang out with most times with internationals, so we wanted to have, we do want to have like lots of like contact with local students, like domestic students.
Like me. Yeah. Do you have any advice for people studying abroad in general?
I have one. It's probably the biggest one. Just don't even think about what people could like think of you, how people could like judge you. Just do what you think it's right, and try to meet as many people as you can.
I would just I recommend just do it. Like, don't think about it, what could happen or what the consequences might be. Just choose a country, university, go there, and be open-minded.
What about studying abroad in your country?
Like in America, coming
to Italy and Germany.
Do it. It's amazing. Good food, good people, beautiful places, hard schools, but I mean, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, as you said, everyone is welcome in Europe, so we want to have as many international students as we can, because we love the diversity in the classroom, and I think Germany offers good opportunities too, especially I think for American students. And well, I wouldn't specifically like pick one country. You can probably look for the programs or for the universities, what they offer, but don't be afraid, and just you can choose. I think whatever place you choose, I think you're gonna make like a good decision, because although probably you won't like that city that much, in Europe there's public transportation, whatever, everywhere, so you can easily travel. And this is something I would recommend everyone to use the time for traveling and seeing different things. First place probably.
So this isn't like a question that I have, but then in the last video, Elise said something that like scared her. So what scares you guys about here?
Elise, what did you say?
Oh, it's a difficult one. I would say like that's probably the reason why I made like a suggestion I did. I'm pretty shy, so it's like difficult to
Really?
make the first
Yeah.
step. To
We
make
thought
the
you were all
first.
outgoing.
I mean, I am as soon as I get to know people.
Okay.
It's like the first step is it's hard for me, and so when you're in a place where you don't know many people, it can be hard at the beginning. But that's why I just go for it.
What scares you?
Oh, well, that's me. Thank you, Elise. Well, I must admit I was kind of scared, you know, getting fat and gaining lots of weight. Once I hit the stereotype about the freshmen.
Freshman 15.
15, I was
Yeah.
like, wow, is that possible? No, I didn't get anything. I'm fine. Totally.
Good.
It's what scared me.
Like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I have a question for you. How was it to hang out with so many internationals and
Alright.
people
Oh gosh,
from different cultures?
It's like, it's so different. No, like even like little things, like you know, there's a stereotype that Americans are rude. So like,
Rude? What?
yeah, well like, no, I didn't notice it until like some of the internationals started doing things. So like when you're talking, sometimes other people just aren't listening, and then it's like, but you expect that because like you're like, oh well, they're not listening anyway. So then you like, I'm used to repeating myself. Then like if I say like I briefly mention it once, then international will be like, oh yeah, I remember that. And I'm like, what? Like someone will ask you like, how's your day? And then I'll start and be like, oh, it's actually, and then they'll interrupt me and be like, my day was like this. So like they're not even gonna pretend to listen. And then the whole thing where like people actually like pay each other back, because like here Americans will just be like, hey, can you pay for me? And then like they never like think about it. But then like like internationals will be like, you owe me $3.50, or they'll like immediately
remember
pay
the
you
time when
back.
they give you 25 cents?
Yeah.
4 months ago, yeah, I need those 25 cents back.
Which like makes sense because it's like an exchange or like a transaction. But like here, people like, at least, especially if you're friends, like people pay for each other all the time and they never keep track. So. Bye.
Bye. It's gonna be a long video.